Hey guys, so this is my first night out of the group home that I went into 4 months ago when you last heard from me. I moved into a 16-hour residential apartment where I have my own place, but there's a BHT on staff for 16 hours in a day. I can't sleep and it's like midnight or after. I don't know. I guess I'm just anxious and tired, but to the point where like too tired. And there's nobody in this house, and it's new and scary because I haven't been on my own, and so yeah. But I thought I would take a little while and talk about life in the past few months that you haven't heard from me. So I went into the group home 4 months ago, and I went in my first week there. I wouldn't talk. I was crying all the time. The cutting had gotten really bad leading up to going into treatment. Impatient, way worse than it already had been. It was already bad, but hey. So they ended up finding out that I was cutting there. I had snuck in over 50 sharps. And so they tossed my room twice, found most of them. The rest were found later. And then, after a lot of tears, a lot of uncertainty, I started to feel safe for the first time, because everyone that cared about me, and for the first time in my life, people wanted the best for me. They didn't want me to hurt myself. They wanted me to be honest with them. They wanted me to talk. They wanted me to be around them. They trusted me. And I was really uneasy about going in because I've had problems with my home life, and I thought, well, these people aren't going to care either. They're just, gonna refeed me and then kick me back into IOP. But that wasn't the case. Staff really cared about me, and it took me a while to warm up to them because everyone there scared the hell out of me because I didn't know them. I knew the clients, which was really helpful because I saw them at IOP every day, and they knew me, I knew them, and that was really awesome. My first roommate was someone that I had previously had a bunch of drama history with. She always grated on my nerves and offended me in groups. But after living with her for 5 days, she kind of, she still annoyed me, but it was 5 days of living with her. Then she left, and then someone else came in, and then I roomed with that new person for a little while, and then the guy that was living there was moved out a little while later, and she moved into his room, and then I got a new roommate, and I hated that new roommate with a huge passion, and I still hate her. She was a horrible roommate. She never showered, she didn't have any teeth, but she didn't do oral hygiene either, the mouthwashes and the gum brushing, and she did terrible EDBs, chewing and spitting out her food. She wiped snot all over herself. she would shower with the door open and then walk out fully naked, and it was disgusting. And she would sleep without, she didn't wear underwear for like the first month of her being there, and everyone fighting her tooth and nail to get her to wear underwear was a pain in the ass. And then, anyway, I hate her. Eventually, I got my own room. But I'm a completely different person than I was 4 months ago, and it's strange. Like, I can identify my emotions now really well, and it's before I couldn't. I was so numb. And I can, I could make it 2 weeks without cutting, and I can really trust my therapist. Oh, by the way, about 3 weeks into being in the house-ish, kind of. 2 or 3 weeks, I don't know. Anyway, 2 or 3 weeks into being into the house, I switched therapists. I switched to Kara, which proved to be the best decision I had made, because she really helps. Like, she is on top of me all the time, like pushing me. She really cares about me, but she's strict with me, which I like. I like that I can depend on her to not let me get away with anything. As much as I usually say I hate that about people, it's safe with her, because the things I want to get away with I know will hurt me, and I know that she's going to protect me from myself no matter the cost. And, you know, she's just feisty. She's awesome. I really can just relate to her, and she really knows, she gets to know you really well. And I have been able to share some of my darkest secrets with her. And I, think before I share them, oh crap, she's gonna think I'm a horrible human being, and I can't tell her that. Are you kidding me? And then I tell her, and then she just reminds me that I'm safe, and that I'm loved, and that she isn't surprised by it, and that I haven't done anything wrong by whatever it was that I told her. And that I feel emotionally drained for 2 days, and then I feel lighter. And I've noticed the more that the secrets come out in session, the better I feel. It's like a cloud is being lifted from my mind slowly as each secret comes out, and as that happens, I'm recovering more and more. I have so many stories from being in treatment. I'm not going to be able to fit them all into one video, but that's like the biggest things that have changed about me is after that first secret came out, I was able to go to an experiential the next day to Youssef's, which is a restaurant nearby the group home, and it's a Mediterranean place. I think it's Greek. And I was able to go eat a beef gyro, which is like, I would not touch beef to save my life ever. Getting me to eat chicken. Oh, by the way, I'm not a vegetarian anymore. Anyway, back to the jar story, and then chicken. I would not touch red meat. I just couldn't do it. And then the next day, I was able to eat that thing, keep it down, and I wasn't even terribly urgy either. I was, but I wasn't, like, the thoughts were there, I should go throw this whole fuckerage up because it's really bad, but I didn't. And then, that was the first secret that came out, and that